Yeah. I was born in Chicago. I'm the product of an American mother, and my father was from Haiti, which is an island in the Caribbean, which has within itself a very, very rich history. But for me, the narrative of this music coming out of the Black American community of which I come from was always to create some new stuff, you know. You know, I noticed that in New York that musicians are pretty much put in a corner as to where they can play. There's a way fewer places to play, like, you know, of, let's say, respectability. What I mean by that is to be able to play for an audience that understands what you're doing. If you are doing something, you know, a little bit farther than just straight up commercial music. So when you tell me that people are playing in the subway, I'm saying, hey, more power to them, you know, play where you gotta play. I'm sad to hear that that might be a gig for a lot of people, but that's a global problem, man. You know, it's within the Western matrix, that problem is happening a lot. You know, art is starting to go the way of extinction somehow, and those of us who are out here able to keep new forms of art and expressions of modernity are becoming fewer and fewer, you know? I guess what I'm trying to achieve right now is to create, you know, music of my time, music that's coming out of the rhythm of the world I live in. You know, this present time, this now time. It's just my interpretation. It's my, you know, view. You know, gone through the funnel of my soul or whatever, and coming out of the guitar, you know, coming out of whatever other kind of expression I want to do, you know. I think that's every artist strives to do that, you know. It's up to the, you know, it's up to the public, it's up to the artist himself to assess whether he's achieving that, you know. And I think somehow that expression is supposed to give the public also a view of itself. You know, artists are there to give a view, like a mirror image back on the public, you know. And if you have all these different voices, you know, coming from different perspectives, if the public is connected to your output, then, you know, I guess that should equate into one understanding the times they're living in, you know. That should equate to, you know, the expansion of culture, you know, like adding to the narrative of whatever culture you're in, you know. Right now, we're kind of in a global culture. I mean, I'm part of a global citizenry, you know, that's traveling from one country to the next, you know. My home is my home, but where I actually work are other places. Many artists at different developments change their perspective on how they want to approach that. There was a time when I thought about the audience. I thought about, well, I'll do this, the audience will like that. I'm not going to say that I have absolutely no attention to that at all, but it's very minimal now, because what I've realized in doing so many different projects by so many people, for so many different, entities or groups of people, is that people get off on authenticity. That's a product itself. For one to be authentic, for you to go into a room and try to give people, like, as much as you can, an authentic experience. Somehow that's infectious. They don't even have to really know what you're doing. They don't have to actually understand it, but they know they're in the throes of a real authentic communication, and it's better, if there's complexity and one knows how to manipulate the situation in terms of drama and all that. That's all the better. But just to be authentic is something that's going to attract. At the end of the day, my belief is, if you are authentic in your approach to something, the world will take care of you. I mean, the things will take care of you if you're responsible, for taking advantage of what's there for you, for taking advantage, taking care of yourself and whatever. The world will somehow take care of you.
Fresh tide of the blue girl.
You cool or what?
I'm cool. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.